Alright, y'all, we're gonna do this quick little video. I did not feel like changing. I am filming the same day. But it is what it is. You guys will still get the same. It'll be content whether it's the same day, different day, whatever. So today we're going to be talking about what is PCOS. What does this word even stand for? What does it even mean? PCOS means polycystic ovarian syndrome. And so it literally, it states basically kind of what it is in the name of the condition. So it basically, like I said, since it states what it is, it means that there's basically multiple cysts. And I can keep sliding. Get it together. Stay. There is multiple cysts surrounding your either both ovaries or one ovaries, and what it typically looks like on an ultrasound is a textbook version would be like a string of pearls around an ovary or both ovaries. And so it is a hormonal condition that's found in women, and it's usually because your testosterone and LH and FSH levels are typically off. Testosterone levels, typically your androgen hormone, which is your testosterone, is typically going to be elevated, which causes my phone. Bear with me, y'all. My phone is going through it. So the testosterone pretty much causes hirsutism, which is excess facial hair, and that can and it's excess, actually just excess hair growth in general. So that can be on your face, on your chest, on your back. You'll be very hairy. Another thing that can also cause is a lot of like cystic acne, or just like a lot of acne in general. Another thing that could be attributed to it is obesity, or just overweight, or feeling like you can't lose weight. Another huge indicator that someone typically has it is irregular periods. Now, you can have all of these things, and that would be like a really good indicator that you have PCOS, or you could just have two of them, but it's usually characterized by two or more symptoms. So the obesity, the irregular periods, string of pearls, but you also have to analyze and look at blood work to see where your FSH levels and your LH levels are. So your FSH is your follicle stimulating hormone, and your LH level is your luteinizing hormone. So your doctor will look at those in relation to each other and see where, if they are abnormal. You could have some of these symptoms and not have PCOS. It might be something different. It might be just your normal. So in general, I just encourage you to go to your gynecologist to have those discussions if you are having any of those things. If you are having irregular periods, it's a very good idea for you to get an ultrasound just so you can see what's going on in your uterus, to see if you're shutting off your lining, because it is very essential for you to shut off your lining every month. And if you are not doing that, then that's a problem. Unless you are on birth control and you are inducing basically it not being shed, and you have a period every 3 months or so, which would be your normal because you're on birth control and something is making that happen. But if naturally you are not having a period monthly, go see your gynecologist. That is not normal. What options do you have if you do have PCOS? So there's a couple of different options you have. You can do either your gynecologist will prescribe you birth control, and it's usually birth control that has estrogen and progestin. So it's both the hormone estrogen and progesterone. It's done to regulate your estrogen levels and decrease that testosterone that's causing some of those physical symptoms that you might be having, as the hirsutism and the excess acne. Usually excess acne is caused by imbalance of testosterone hormone. Another option that you have is lifestyle change. So this could be just watching the foods you eat, making sure your sugar intake is usually low. Usually people who have PCOS usually have to monitor their sugar and just metabolic processes in general. So just finding a good lifestyle change that works for you. So that's why all these like fad diets come into play, and really like finding a good, I call it a lifestyle change, because the diet is just so like trendy. You have to stick with something. So whether that be, you know what, I'm not going to do red meats, I'm not going to do any type of meat, or I'm not going to do gluten, I'm not going to do dairy. Restricting whatever works best for you. And if you want to get to a point of like full on like just super raw healthy diet, you can, but I would start with one thing first and eliminate as you go, just because it might be kind of hard for you to do things cold turkey. I, for one, can attest to that. I tried to do like so many different diets all at once, and I usually always failed when I did them all at once. But if you do things one at a time and kind of get your body acclimated to doing that, it becomes your new normal. So when you're choosing a lifestyle change or a dietary change, do it for at least 21 days. Why do I say 21 days? Because it takes 21 days for you to build a habit. And so after those 21 days have elapsed, it now becomes like second nature to you. You'll be like, oh, I need this. I can't have that. And it gives you a chance to really explore whatever that dietary restriction is. So it gives you a chance to try things out. There are substitutes for the things that you normally eat. So give it a chance. Don't just give it like one day or a week and be like, I just can't do it. You can do it. It's more a mental battle than anything. But it can definitely be done. Some other options are supplements or nutraceuticals that are specifically targeted towards hormonal imbalance and regulating balance back into your body, as well as regulating metabolic functions. And once again, I encourage you to see your gynecologist for that information. Or I can also list down some vitamins that would help. And you can just leave that question in the comment. I'll go ahead and list it if you're interested in seeing what nutraceuticals or supplements can help with managing PCOS. There is no cure for it. It's just more about managing and things like that. Thing is, because you have irregular cycles, if you have PCOS, that means that there might be certain times where if you are trying to conceive, it could be difficult. So some medications that your doctor might put you on will kind of help regulate or make you ovulate every month, because sometimes people have anovulatory cycles when they have PCOS, which means that they're not ovulating every cycle, which means that you cannot get pregnant if you're not ovulating. So they will give you medications to regulate that so that you are able to ovulate. And then once you're able to ovulate, you can then try to conceive. So there's different medications that your doctor might prescribe you if you have PCOS to kind of manage and regulate. But like I said, there is no cure, so it's more about managing and regulation of the specific health condition. That's actually all I really have on PCOS. I hope this information was useful to you. And if you have any questions within my scope, I can possibly answer them. If I have an answer, or if not, I can get you an answer. So just leave those in the comments below. But I look forward to seeing you for another Medical Monday with Crai. We'll see you later.